Picked up a bag of chips today, and I've been pretty on top of this whole Gulf thing. Probably a little bit later in the game than I should have been, which was more like June. But I've been focused on it and trying to think through the equation. The one thing I ignored was this. As I picked up a bag of chips today to eat with my sandwich, which you'll see now. And I'm going to have to apologize. When I take a picture of it using my Mac, it takes it backwards. So it's called Dirty Potato Chips. I bought it at Publix. And I happened to look at the back label of these chips to see where in the world they were manufactured. It started to occur to me, I really need to be paying attention to where my food is manufactured. Why? Because they probably use water in their processes and things like that. This particular chip maker is right in the heart of this nasty mess over there near Louisiana. It's right off Lake Pontchartrain. They've had all kinds of toxic crap in the air and the rain and everything. And there's my manufacturer of my chips that I'm sitting there eating. So I ask you, why in the hell would these people that are supposed to be protecting us at the FDA and all these fine government people that love us and care about us so much, why would they do this? Why would they not pay attention to our food supply sooner than later? Why? Well, they probably want to profit off us, just like they have in everything they've done. They create this situation, then they run to our sides with the solution where they profit. Again, here's another one. Deer Park Water. Where's that manufactured or sourced at? It's right outside of Tampa. Again, one of the areas that they've been talking about that gets a lot of airflow from there and rain, and they've talked about possibly evacuating the whole Florida area for various reasons. But that area gets fronts all the time. Are there springs contaminated from the rain? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe, maybe not. I know that if they get rain over there, at least the surface could get this stuff in the water supply. And again, whether it be them or a manufacturer that's using city water and using it in their process, this is a serious issue. If you're looking at Florida, a lot of these cities use desalination plants. What is that? It's taking water out of the ocean and taking the salt out of it, creating water supply for the people. Imagine that. Anyway, why would they want to create a crisis like this? Why would they not warn? So why would they not want to warn us about the food that we're eating and so forth? I mean, I'm a pretty logical guy. I'm not a rocket scientist by any stretch, but hell, I could use my imagination. If I were in the FDA, my concern is food. What would I be focused on? Food supply. Yes, food supply. That's what you're supposed to focus on, FDA. You're not supposed to focus on the corporate people that pay you and or the people in the government that may control you with the Rockefellers behind the scenes, that potentially create these situations because they own all the farm companies. And in this case, we got J.P. Morgan behind this lab. I'm pretty sure this Thermo Fisher lab, which I'm showing you. Read this article about this Thermo Fisher company. They went on a rampage of acquisitions before, just at the late 2009, early 2010. And you know what? April 20th, they decide to buy back $750 million in their shares just out of nowhere. April 20th. Don't you have to vote on that and have meetings and board meetings ahead of time? Why would you want to announce that just out of the blue, April 20th? Anyway, these are some of the chronological orders of their news bulletins that have been put out there. And as you could see, this company that provides all these toxic testing on foods, and mind you, the one thing they left out, which would be very food related, is salmonella. They didn't include that, but they include marine toxicity and all kinds of things like that are included in their realm of expertise. So they've gotten all these companies, acquired them, and as you can see, they're fairly recent acquisitions, which sounds crazy when we're in a down economy. Why would we want to do that? Why did the government put out HR 875 that required all this testing and scare the people, and then now you're going to need it? Where they control your food, you're totally controlled. You can't raise your own food or have your own plants without having the government looking over your shoulders. Why? Because they create the situation, and here we have the situation. I want you to take this video, spread it out, create your own videos, go into your refrigerator and look to see what products you have and where they're made or where they come from.